everybody and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another monthly favourites video. So it is the end of May. We have made it through a whole of the month out in the big bad world, and I wanted to sit down today and talk you through a few of my beauty favourites, some miscellaneous favourites to round up the end of the month. So I'm going to start with beauty favourites. I'm going to start with the mascara that I'm wearing right now because I meant to include this in last month's favourites. I write a list on my phone when I'm thinking about the products that I've used a lot, the products that I've really been enjoying over the month. I will start it around about the middle of the month and then review it again at the end, see if the products that I put on it in the middle of the month are still my favourites. It's an ongoing process, I suppose, and I meant to include this in last month's favourites. It was on my list and I just completely forgot about it when I came to getting everything out in front of me. So this is the e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara. This is my favourite mascara that I've ever tried. It's what I'm wearing today. It's really dramatic, it's really black, it's lengthening, it's thickening, it looks so good on the lashes and it lasts so well all day. Obviously in May we've had quite a lot of warm weather. We've also had quite a lot of not warm weather, but in the warm weather I find that mascaras will transfer not only under my eyes but also up onto underneath my brows. My top lashes are so long that they will touch up here and the black will smudge off, and it won't necessarily impact the look of my lashes, but there will be mascara all over my lids, and I hate that. I hate having to sort of just be aware of that all the time. This one stays on all day long. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake, it stays looking like this all day long. By the end of the day it comes off really easily just with micellar water and a cotton pad or whatever you want to use to take it off. It does come off really easily. It's not one of those that it's really difficult to take off at the end of the day. It's not like that. It's not claiming to be a waterproof mascara. I don't think it would necessarily be waterproof, but it lasts so well. It's fantastic. I will absolutely be repurchasing this one. Not that I'm anywhere near done with it. Would 100% repurchase. It's been fantastic. I have a few eye favourites, so I will get into these first. I have two palettes. So these are the Huda Beauty Pastels palettes. I've got Rose and Lilac. I have been reaching for these so often this last month. Both of these have fantastic matte shades. Both of them have really good matte shades so that you can build up your crease and a transition, and beautiful shimmers. They have fantastic sheer but impactful shimmers in both of these. I have been reaching for both of them. I would say out of the two I've probably been reaching more for the lilac one, because specifically this lilac one on the top row in the middle, I mean you can see how intensely glittery that is. It's just beautiful. Both of these are so pretty, they're so soft, they're just beautiful, and I've been reaching for these so much. I don't think you can get them anymore, so I'm not going to go on too much about those, but I'm living the pastel life at the minute. I'm just really into it, this soft wash of colour and glitter, which leads me on to the other favourite, which is the Beauty Bay liquid eyeshadow in the shade Peach Quartz. I can't remember if the video is out for this, so I have got a video on this. I can't remember if it's out, but this is so beautiful. It blends out so easily. The colour is just so subtle. It doesn't look out of place just on an everyday look, but it's so reflective. It's just beautiful. So on to the base products, and oh how the tables have turned. If you followed my blog, you may have seen that I wrote a review first impressions on this product, and I absolutely hated it. I spoke about how it was the wrong colour and it was the wrong consistency. The texture of it was really strange. I didn't know how to use it properly. It didn't look nice on my skin. It enhanced texture, all of these things. And now it's in a favourites video, so I've definitely changed my mind. But this is the XX Revolution Cream Bronzer in the shade Inspire. I have been reaching for this pretty much every day. Now that it's gotten warmer, she says, as she's looking out the window and it's raining, but as it's gotten warmer and I've wanted that more tanned, glowy, bronzy look, this shade is beautiful. Now they only have 3 shades, which isn't great nor acceptable, quite frankly, but this shade, if you are my sort of skin tone, the shade Inspire, is absolutely beautiful. It's not what I'm wearing today because I didn't think that far ahead, but it's so pretty. I have been reaching for this pretty much every single day. The difference between me liking it and not liking it is the brush that I used. So I use the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. This is the brush that you need, or something similar. This is the brush that you need if you're going to be using this product. If you are using like the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, I use something a bit more fluffy, something like this. This is the Spectrum A05. I used this when I very first got the XX Revolution Cream Bronzer, and it's too firm for this sort of fluffier brush. The e.l.f. Putty bronzers will blend out with something like this. The XX Revolution one is just too firm. You need a brush that's firmer to really get that product out. And now that I have this brush, I absolutely love this, and definitely going into the summer, I have been using this pretty much every single day and I will continue to. Another base favourite is this blusher from Beauty Bay. This is in the shade Coral. It's the blusher that I'm wearing today. It looks really like too dark and intense for my skin tone, but blended right out, it's so soft, so pretty. Matches my t-shirt quite nicely actually. I didn't think of that, but it's so pretty. It's so soft, it's so intense. You need the tiniest little bit blended right out, but it's so nice. It lasts really well. It gives a really nice, obviously corally colour to the skin, but that looks so good with more of a bronzy, soft pastel look, which I have been loving this month. I have also started setting my face because it's been so hot. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Foundation in a powder. Now I did test this with the sponge on my channel when it very first came out, like last year, 2 years ago, I can't remember. But as a foundation, I'm not the biggest fan. I do sometimes use it, but generally speaking, I use this with the Real Techniques setting brush, which is a smaller, softer, fluffy brush, and I just tap into that, tap it off, and just target it exactly where I need it, which generally is just like under my eyes, down the sides of my nose, and then a little bit in the centre of my forehead. I don't like to use this all over the face. I have very dry skin, so I don't need to set the whole face, but when I'm at work and I just want my makeup to stay put all day and to continue looking flawless all day, this powder has been a lifesaver, quite honestly. It has set everything in, everything still looks really smooth, really flawless by the end of the day. And then the last base product that I've been reaching for so much this month is the Revolution Soph highlighter palette. I got this when it very first launched. You can see how like battered and bruised the packaging is, and honestly I don't use all of the shades in this. There's like some really, like this is like a lilac, and I wouldn't use that sort of shade on my face. I do sometimes use these on my eyes, just like patted over a little bit, but this shade here, this second one in, is absolutely beautiful. And then my last makeup favourite has been this lipstick from Revolution Pro. This is the Hydra Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Cream Syrup. This is, in fact, I'll put it on now, shall I? This is such a beautiful, soft pink. It's a really beautiful, like, neutrally pink. It's a hydrating matte finish, so it doesn't feel drying, but it lasts all day. This goes quite well with my t-shirt as well. I didn't plan any of this. It's such just a really great neutral sort of nothing your lips but better shade. The finish of it is so pretty. It lasts really well. I won't say that it lasts all day. It doesn't last through like drinking and eating and all of that stuff, but it's so comfortable. It doesn't feel like a matte lipstick. It just sort of feels like nothing. It smells like cake. It's a really, really beautiful finish. I have been reaching for this shade in particular so much because it's just one of those really great like nothing shades, and I've been loving it. So on to the like miscellaneous things now. The wild refillable deodorant things. I picked this up from Boots. I haven't signed up for the subscription because firstly I just wanted to try it out without having to sign up for the like monthly refills or however often they come, and I obviously wanted this colour. This is my favourite colour, so I wanted to pick up this one. I got it from Boots. It came with the cotton and sea salt scent, I think, which isn't my favourite scent. I will be picking up a different one next time, but I wanted to wait to talk about this until I tried it when the weather was hot and I had been at work in the heat, and I can confirm that this works really, really well in the heat. I have absolutely no problems with it. It leaves me not smelling, so that's all I want in a deodorant. And obviously it's just a really great plastic free alternative to like roll-on deodorants or sprays, anything like that. Obviously like spray deodorants are really, really bad for you. I'm not going to get into that now because I don't want to start that whole thing, but I have swapped over to this and I've been loving it. So we'll pick up a different scent next time, but I've been reaching for this every day. Why was I about to say that? It's deodorant, of course I've been reaching for this every day. The next favourite is my nail colour. I have been putting this on every single time I have a day off. I work in a kitchen, so I can't have nail varnish on when I'm at work, but I've been loving having this on my days off. So this is the Barry M Jelly High Shine Nail Paint in the shade Damson. The Barry M nail varnishes are fantastic. They're like $3.99. They last forever. The colours are beautiful. I do want to pick up some more colours of these. They don't last forever. I mean, if I wasn't at work, I can get like 3 or 4 days out of 2 layers of this. I have 1 day off and then I work for a couple of days, then I have another day off, so I have to like take this off after like 2 days. But I really, really love the colour. That's the main thing. I just love the colour. They're really easy to apply. The brush is really nice. They're super affordable. They're vegan and cruelty free, I do believe. Yeah, it says on the back that they're vegan, so that's great. I mean, I don't know if other nail varnishes aren't vegan. I don't know, but this one is, and I have been loving it. And then skincare. This is the Garnier Skin Active Vitamin C Anti-Dark Spot Serum. This is a vitamin C, niacinamide and salicylic acid serum. I have been using this every single night. I have like this much left, I think. Now, I am funny with vitamin C's. I used to use the vitamin C from Superdrug, the own brand one, and I could only use it once or twice a week, and I had to build myself up to use it twice a week because it would bring me out in spots, and I don't have that problem with this one. It's really, really nice. It feels lovely on the skin, and I actually don't find that I need to use any other serums when I use this. When I first started using this, I was using a hyaluronic acid serum underneath it, and then I was putting this on, and then I was putting my moisturizer on over the top. Now I just go in with my glycolic toner, and then I go in with this, and then my moisturizer. So I'm like cutting out the hyaluronic acid step, which is unheard of for me, but I don't think my skin has looked this good in a really, really long time. It's so nice on the skin. It just adds a bit of a glow. It calms down my skin, which I've not had from like a vitamin C product before, but I feel like the redness goes down when I use this most consistently. I've just really, really been loving it. Obviously, last month I spoke about the vitamin C brightening serum cream that I've been using as my SPF step in the morning. So this is like from the same range. I have still been using this, by the way, but this is, I've been using this on a night, and I've really, really been enjoying it. And like I said, I've only got a really, really tiny little bit left, so I will definitely repurchase this. It's just been great, and I've not used niacinamide or salicylic acid, I don't think, in any other skincare products, so they are ingredients that I want to look into a little bit more. Now I've got a few lifestyle favourites, and I will have to just get them up on my phone so that I get the names of them right. So firstly, TV. Oh my gosh, I have been loving the competition shows. Is that what I mean? Is that the word that I mean? Like MasterChef. Oh my gosh, I watched MasterChef in like a week and a half. Watched it on catch up. Oh, I wanted Pookie to win. Oh, she was so cute. I wanted Pookie to win. Really, really loved that, like at the first half of the month, and now I am so into Glow Up. I binge watched, I finished watching it last night. I'm not going to ruin it. The Glow Up Ireland with Maura Higgins on it. Oh my gosh, I've loved that. And I am keeping up as the UK, England, whatever it is, version of it has been coming out. I really like, is she called Lisa? The one with like the lilac coloured hair. I really, really like her. I want her to win. I just think the detail that she puts into things is fantastic. I've also been watching Sewing Bee. I have a degree in fashion construction. If you don't know, I do sew, or I have sewn. I haven't sewn in a really long time, but I do sew, so I'm into that whole show. I love it. I love that they have like no training at all, and even I'm like, I could not do what they do. Like not the technical, the ones where they recycle old things, and they did one that was like, hammocks. Oh, it's so good. It's just really heartwarming sort of TV, and I've really, really been loving that. And my last favourite is the book that I've been reading this month. So it's by someone called Kathy Kelly, The Family Gift. Now I don't have it here because I left it at work stupidly yesterday, but I think I have about 100 pages left. So I don't know how it ends, but I'm so sad that I left it at work because I wanted to finish it before I filmed this so that I could give like a proper review. But it's just one of those, like, it's not a thriller, or at least it hasn't been yet. My mother-in-law recommended it to me because the voice inside the main character's head, you know, the critic, your inner critic, the main character called hers Mildred, so that's why she recommended it to me, because there was like a character called Mildred in it. But I've really, really been loving it. It's the sort of book that I would recommend you take on holiday and read it on the beach or next to the pool. It's that sort of very easy, sort of rom-com-y sort of book. It's not scary, it's not a crime, it's not a thriller. It's just following the story of one woman and her family, and like a few like traumatic things that happened in her past. And none of this is a spoiler because it says it all on the cover pretty much, and sort of her family dynamic that is quite complicated, and it's just sort of going through her life and her problems and all of the funny, silly things that happen to her, and I've really been enjoying it. And like I say, I'm like this close to finishing it, and then I'm going to move on to something else that I'll probably talk about next month. So that is all of my favourites. I hope you enjoyed this. What have been your favourite makeup products, TV shows, books this month? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know if any of these have been your favourites as well. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye.